want to show you once again why I have such great faith in Vivek Ramaswamy as a person and as a politician. And on the flip side of it, you're going to see the entitledness, the fear, and the neuroticism of today's youth. This is a 3-minute clip, and I'll be back to discuss.
Right now, we're doing poorly. You're going to get to questions. I promise you, I'm going to get to questions. Well, part of what we said in this country is, I'm going to set an example here. There's a lot of people here who have come tonight. I'm going to finish what I'm saying. I promise you're going to get the first question tonight. Does that work for you, sir?
Sure, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Because I want to end on a note that before we do this, I want everybody in this room to understand this is how we get our country back, is we're going to speak the truth. And that's what this campaign is about, speaking the truth, not just when it's easy, but when it's hard. Speaking the truth, not just to the Democrats on the other side, but to our own side, the Republican Party right here at home.
But you lie, dude. You're a liar.
Yeah.
You lie about the reality of climate change. You lie. You're lying to everybody in this room right now.
Sir, we're going to make a deal. You know what we do in this country? This is the beauty of the United States of America right here.
You are lying.
And you know what we're not going to do? I'm going to tell you, for those of you who watch the videos today, we're not going to have a security guard or police officer tackle him and escort him out of the room. Because that's not how we do things in the United States. You know what we're going to do is we're going to give, young man, you know what? You're going to have a chance to speak, but you're going to have a chance to speak after you sit down and be respectful of everybody else in this room. And I'm going to give you a chance to speak.
You need to respect everybody in this room and quit lying.
Thank you.
Tell Americans the truth.
Shut up and eat.
Tell Americans the truth.
Sir, you can, I see right.
Did you get from fossil fuels, dude?
We're going to have a good discussion today. I promise you that. Because I'm going to speak some.
$50 million.
Thank you. See, I promise you, sir. I promise you, sir, you're undermining the only point you want to make, and I'm going to give you a better chance in a moment if you sit down and actually be respectful of everybody else in here. But there's a free seat. You want to come up right here? Come on up, buddy. Come on up. Come on up and have a seat.
Mr. Ramaswamy, you say that you care about our future
Thank
and
you.
that little girl's future. How
Yes.
much money would it cost for you to actually care about us? You're running a company that's making money off of fossil fuels that are killing our communities.
If you want to have a seat and we can have a respectful discussion, we can do that. But if you're not going to have a respectful discussion, this is not going to be
How much money
doing.
do you
So
get from fossil fuels?
I don't get any money from fossil fuels. You know who's my biggest donor?
That's not true.
That's actually absolutely true.
Your company Strive owns $50 million in fossil fuels.
Because index funds of every American in this room does, and we deserve to be proud of it.
That's
And
not
I
true.
refuse.
Your company invests-
You're a
Excuse me.
liar.
Excuse
You're
me,
lying
sir.
to us.
Excuse me, sir. This isn't productive. This isn't productive. And this is what's wrong in our country. What's right in our country is we have the right of free speech and open debate. And I'm sure this gentleman, I think, has something to say about a similar matter. But we have a generation in this country where we have taught that the way you're supposed to win a debate or otherwise isn't based on region or merit, but to actually just shout the other side down. We don't do that in this country. The way we do things in the United States of America is we engage in free speech and open debate on the merits. We decided at the ballot box where every person's voice and vote counts equally. We don't shout each other down. So we're going to have a respectful conversation. We're going to open this up, but we're going to speak the hard truth. Speak the truth in public. That's what we're going to do at every step of the way. That's how we get this country back. That is what won us the American Revolution. That is what reunited us after the Civil War. That is what won us 2 world wars and the Cold War. That is what still gives hope to the free world. And if we can revive that dream, grounded on the First Amendment, that you're free to speak your mind as long as your neighbor gets to in return. As long as you're actually able to worship freely, as long as your neighbor gets to worship as he wishes to in return. Those are the ideals that our nation is founded on, that I will fight for until the very end. That is how we will revive this great country, and that is how we're going to rebuild this country, leading us to the future. Thank you for coming tonight. God bless you, and God bless our United States of America.
You see how poised and calm he is? Yes, he's been through it before. He's a seasoned veteran at this point after doing the double Grassley, going around to every precinct in Iowa twice. That shows you the amount of work and dedication that he's putting into this. And you see how he handles these neurotic, fear-mongering youth that they have been brainwashed, unfortunately, into believing that climate change is an existential threat to humanity. The same people that, of course, are against the nuclear industry are the ones who are the climate change alarmists. And of course, nuclear energy is what brings us the greatest amount of carbon-free energy onto the planet. All those watts that are generated by Mr. Burns' plants in Springfield, that, my friends, is carbon-free. But they're against it, and they also say, hey, USA, don't make things that pollute. We're just going to send them all to the world's factory over there in China. So the people that are fear-mongering, and that is why Vivek says that it is a cult, and it is fake, and it is brainwashing. But you see how he handles these youths so calmly, elegantly, and patriotically. And that is why I hope that everybody out there can see this, and why I share this with you, because I do believe that Vivek is definitely the best leader for the United States of America. Peace.